Right now, I don't have anyone recording me. I have a self-flying camera that is doing the job for me. It's like a cameraman. And I can speak to the phone, and you can guys hear me perfectly. You can also attach a lavalier, but I'm gonna explain everything about that in a bit. So I recommend you to watch this video, because as a solo creator, this is insane, having a camera that follows you everywhere.
This tiny thing, it's incredible, okay? I want you to forget everything you know about drones, because yes, drones are very intimidating and they go by GPS. It's very easy to crash them. You have to be experienced. They are quite hard to handle, and I do own one and I love them, but I always freak out every time I'm gonna fly it. So those drones are professional. They are there to make incredible videos, fly over the mountains, over the sea, and do incredible stuff. But they are very intimidating for beginners or people who don't want to get into drones because it's a bit complicated. This drone is autonomous. It flies itself and it's incredible. It's super tiny. It doesn't work with GPS. It works with sensors, and with the sensors, it's gonna identify where you are, where the floor is, so you don't have to set it up, you don't have to calibrate any compass, and you don't have to worry about losing contact with the GPS because it doesn't work with GPS. Also, if you open it, it's completely protected. All the propellers are protected, so you cannot hurt anyone around you because seriously, it's super tiny. It doesn't weigh anything, just 125 grams, which is insane. And it's very plasticky, but it's a good thing because it's very flexible, so I think it's very hard to break if you crash it. And as I said, you cannot hurt anyone. So for beginners, this is perfect. This is for you to take everywhere you go and share your life. You can go in the bike and record yourself, you can run and record yourself. This tiny thing is gonna follow you everywhere, and when I tried it, I was amazed. I was running and then it was running with me. Then when I stop, the drone stopped. If I decelerate, it decelerates as well. So it's incredible how it works. So I'm gonna show you my phone and look at this. Like, it's smaller than my phone. This is the iPhone Pro, the 15. I was with the 10 for ages. So it's not even the Pro Max. It's tiny, and the drone is tinier than my phone. So this, you can put it on your pocket and that's it. The good thing is that you just need the app to connect it, okay? There is no controller. And also, you can control it without the app because you have one button in the middle to power the drone. And if you long press the mode button, you're gonna be able to customize the intelligent flight, which is incredible because you can customize the distance, the angle, the duration. So you don't even need a controller or even the app. I mean, obviously you need the app to connect it. You can also download everything right away to your phone via Wi-Fi, and you're gonna be able to have all the footage ready to share in your social media networks. So this is super simple to use and it's perfect for beginners. And I'm not really a beginner because I pilot other drones, but this is gonna come with me everywhere because it's like having a cameraman. And also, I do have to say, you don't have to worry about taking off or landing because it does it automatically in 3 seconds. You just have to press the button with the mode you selected and it's gonna execute that mode. And then it's gonna detect when you stop and you raise your hand, and it's gonna land in your hand automatically. This, I was freaking out when I saw it because it works very, very well with all the modes. So it's very hard to crash this. Regarding the quality, it's good, but because I'm very picky, I would say that it's very, very sharp, extremely sharp. I wish it would be less sharp, but to be honest, maybe in the future they're gonna fix it in an update. But this is something that may not bother you. Which intelligent flights it includes? It includes the orbit, it includes follow mode, reveal, overhead, and hover. But they are always updating, and now they just added a custom setting, and they added my favorite intelligent flight, which is dolly. You can walk towards the camera as much as you want, you can run towards the drone, and the drone is gonna go backwards. Just make sure there is nothing behind because the drone doesn't have camera in the back, so it cannot see. As I mentioned before, this drone doesn't rely on GPS, so you don't have to worry about losing signal or anything like that. It relies on visual algorithms constantly. So this is very positive, but then it tells you as well in the instructions that you have to be very careful to don't fly it over the water because you're gonna confuse the sensors. So don't do that over the sea or anything like that. And be careful with the surfaces, that they are quite recognizable for the sensors. And of course, this camera is very tiny, so it has a very small sensor. So make sure you record with sunny weather or very bright days, because otherwise the quality is gonna struggle over there. It has level 4 wind resistance and obviously stabilization as well, which is quite good because even being windy, the footage was quite stable. Through the app, you're gonna be able to do even more because you can customize everything you want over there. And also, if you want to go more pro and don't use the intelligent flights, your phone is gonna act like a remote controller. You have also real-time preview, so you're gonna be able to see in the screen of your phone what the drone is recording. And now they included an update and you can record vertically, which is incredible for TikTok, Instagram Reels or Instagram Stories. And there is one feature I was amazed about, a part of the dolly track. I was amazed with that one. It's my favorite mode. The others I'm not gonna use that much because I have my other professional drone and I'm gonna use that drone for that. But to record myself and have something to follow me everywhere, I'm gonna use this one. So yeah, the other favorite feature is the sound.
You can also use the phone as a mic because it goes through the app, and the app is gonna cancel the noise of the propellers, which is insane. I think this is very useful for vlogging, and it sounds quite good, I have to say, and I'm quite picky with sound. And I can be walking and it's like I have a cameraman. I'm just gonna walk, talking to the camera, and I'm recording with my phone. Then what you can do as well, and mostly I think I'm gonna do that myself, is put in a lavalier mic in the phone. So you don't have anything on your hand. You can put the phone in the pocket and use a lavalier mic. But I think this is very useful. If I go back and I keep talking, I have a cameraman with me, which is insane because as a solo creator, when I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna be able to record vlogs for you guys. I think I'm gonna use it more for B-roll, but it's very good to have this feature as well if I want to have someone recording me. I think it's great.
As you could hear, it's incredible how the app cancels the noise of the propellers, because I have to say, this is a con, but not really. It's quite loud, the propellers, but it's normal because it's so tiny. So the sound is quite loud, but the app cancels the sound of the propellers and you are able to vlog. But then, as I said, it's better to put a lavalier because it's gonna be better quality and you don't have to appear with a phone talking, which is fine as well. But you want to talk just with a lavalier, like I'm doing right now, you can get a lavalier connected to your phone and that's it. I'm gonna mention now some technicalities. So the drone comes with 2 batteries and the charger, the dual charger. They last only 11 minutes. I know it's very short, but for example, the DJI Mini 2 I have, it lasts like 22 minutes, something like that. I mean, drones, it is what it is. The battery life doesn't last too long. And if you want something super tiny, I mean, I'll show you the battery. It's so tiny and so flat, and it doesn't weigh anything, so you cannot have it all, okay? But it comes with 2 batteries, so it should be more than enough, but you can buy even a third one if you like, and you have more time. And then the charging time is around 55 minutes, so it's not so bad either. And regarding the height, it doesn't go over 15 meters. The maximum height is 15 meters, which is totally fine to get the shot. So that's why I told you that it doesn't work with GPS. It's not to create these crazy videos around the cliffs and mountains and over the sea. It's not for that, it's to record yourself. And then regarding the camera, it records up to 2.7K at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60 frames per second, and 1080p at 30 frames per second. The quality of this one is not like DJI, it's different. For me, as I mentioned, too sharp. I don't like this sharpness, it's too digital, but this happens as well even with the phones nowadays because it's a small sensor, so it's normal, but that doesn't mean it's bad quality, it's good quality as you saw, it's just a bit too sharp. Who is this drone for? I think for everyone. It's perfect for beginners. I think if you are scared of drones, this is the perfect drone for you because you have nothing to be afraid of, because it doesn't work with GPS, you don't have to calibrate the compass, it takes off in 3 seconds and it lands by itself in your hand. So you don't have to worry about that. It's protected, the propellers, so it's not gonna hurt you, it's not gonna hurt anyone, and it has intelligent flight, so this is very simple to use. So if you're a beginner, it's perfect. So many times if I'm riding a bike and I'm recording a vlog, I'm just gonna launch it and it's gonna follow me and I don't have to worry about anything else. So it's like a little cameraman on my pocket. So if you like to record yourself and if you like to share on social media, vlogging, sharing Instagram Reels, because you can record vertical with this, you're gonna love this. And also the price is a quarter of the price of a DJI drone. I'm not comparing DJI with this, by the way. They are not comparable in any way. But what I mean is that it's way cheaper. So if you don't want to buy a DJI because it's very intimidating to pilot one of those and actually expensive, you can get this if you like, because it's very, very easy. Also, I have to mention, be careful with the law. You have to check the restrictions, but I don't think you're gonna have too many restrictions with this thing because it's extremely tiny, very light, and it doesn't fly over 10 meters, okay? So most likely you're not gonna have many problems, but always make sure to check because every country is different. I cannot help with that. Just go online and Google it. And you're gonna be able to find the restrictions in your area. So you're gonna have a link below and you can check the price and you can check if you like it or not. And don't forget that I do have a video explaining how to record yourself and create a cinematic sequence. So if you are into content creation, you're gonna enjoy that video a lot. I'm gonna put it somewhere here. So go check it out, but this drone is gonna help you as well to record yourself a lot. I didn't have this when I recorded that video. So as usual, subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet, and like the video because it helps me a lot, and I will see you next week. Mwah. Big love.